Hi, fantastic fourth graders. In math today, we are going to be working on lesson 4. The objective of this lesson is to be able to read and write multi-digit numbers using base 10 numerals, number names, and expanded form. So our first problem is asking us to use a place value chart, label the units, so filling in our top section, and represent the number 50,679. And for today's lesson, we can write in the digits because we don't need to worry about bundling and shifting for this. So I'm going to first label the units. O for 1, T for tens, H for hundreds, TH for thousands, TTH for 10,000s, HTH for 100,000s, and our last place value that we discussed was millions. Ignore this last part. We only are going up to the millions today. The next thing we need to do is represent the number 50,679. And for today, you can just write in the digits. So I'm going to go to the ones place and put a 9 there. The tens, I'm going to put a 7. My hundreds, a 6. My thousands, a 0. And my 10,000s, a 5. So I have the number 50,679. In my ones place, I would have 9 place value discs. In my tens, 7. In my hundreds, 6. In my thousands, I won't have any. And my 10,000s will have 5. The next thing I need to do is write it in word form. And how I write it in word form is how I say it. So I'm looking at my first period, and I have 50. And that's in the thousands place. So I'm going to write 50,000 and put my comma in to remind myself that I'm going to the next period or set of 3 numbers. And I would represent that by saying 679. So I'm going to write it out how I say it. 679. Okay. If you are struggling with spelling, I'm going to put in the classroom how to spell each of these different digits. Okay, so please utilize that as a resource in the Google Classroom. It will be there for you to be able to use. Expanded form has us look at each place value and add the parts together. And when we work with expanded form, we start with the largest placeholder. So with this number, the largest place value is the 10,000s. And I'm going to say how many 10,000s I have. Okay. Make sure that you look at the 10,000s place and notice what number you have. I have a 5 in the 10,000s place. So I'm going to write that number out completely. I have 50,000s. I'm then going to put a plus symbol in between, because if I add up all of these individual parts, I will have stretched out the number, which is how we represent it using expanded form. So I'm going to go to the next place value. The thousands. I don't have any there, so I'm going to skip that one and go to the next place value. The hundreds. I have a 6 in the hundreds place. So how I can represent that is by writing 600. I'm going to put my plus symbol in between, and I'm going to go to my next place value, which is the tens place. How many do I have in the tens place? I have 7. How would I represent that number of 7 tens? Would be 70. And my last place value is the ones. How many do I have in the ones place? 9. How would I represent that? 9 ones by putting the number 9. I would then be able to add that all up and get my answer of 50,679.